Hi, please stop missing out from the things that would help to build your marriage and your relationship. Yes, you do this when you avoid videos that speak to you, that speak to that problem that you are facing in your marriage or your relationship. You don't watch videos, you don't read relationship articles, you don't listen to relationship experts. Please, there are some videos that are meant for you. Even if you think you aren't going through any issue or any challenge in your marriage or relationship at the moment, stop avoiding videos as long as you are in a relationship. No matter how better it is flourishing, when you see videos that are speaking about relationship, watch. You are in a marriage. When you see videos speaking about marriage, watch. If you have no problem at the moment that video would solve, you don't know how future would tell, or you may share to help someone. Hey there, my name is Lolo. This channel is Relationship Clinic with Lolo. So if you are coming for the very first time, kindly tap on the subscribe button to subscribe for your girl. Today I want to treat on something we see as simple but mighty in relationship and marriage, right? So common relationship issues. Yeah, they are very common. Common relationship issues. Common relationship issues. I want to sound much trumpet on there so that we hear and get them clear into our heads. It would help us, right? So these issues in our relationship and marriage are very common. We ignore them, we neglect them, we don't think they would be a problem, but indeed they are very great issues that would bring issues in our marriages and relationship if ignored. The first one is communication breakdown. Yeah, here now, whenever we are talking about relationship or marriage, if you want it to be healthy and strong, we'll talk about effective relationship. There is nothing you want to talk about having a healthy marriage or relationship without talking about effective communication. But this one is talking about communication breakdown, meaning there was a communication, there was an effective communication. It later breaks down. So that's what I want to talk about on the first point, on the common relationship and marriage issues. The first one I want to talk about is communication breakdown, meaning there was a communication which later broke down. So you were communicating effectively and it breaks down. It affects marriage and relationship very adversely. You know why? There is a great difference to say there hasn't been a communication. Maybe the partner must have gotten used to it. Yeah, it doesn't go well in a marriage or relationship. But then, if there hasn't been a communication, maybe the partners must have gotten used to it and know how to go about the ways. But when there was or there has been a effective communication, it later broke down. It breaks that relationship. It breaks that marriage. Yes, because the mind wouldn't be at rest from the both partners. You've been communicating effectively. You talk to each other. You sort things together amicably. But this time around it is broken. You begin to wonder what is going on. Your wife, this is not your wife. This is not my husband. When there is an issue, he would speak. She would speak. Now, I don't know what has gone wrong. Why isn't he talking again? Why isn't she talking again? It is a thing of concern in marriage and in relationship. A very great issue of concern. It does not go well whenever it starts happening, because remember, there was an effective communication. Now it has broken down. Nobody knows what happened. It is a very great issue. So when you start noticing it, don't allow it to go to the level that everybody now has to mind his or her business. Remember, where partners mind their business in marriage or relationship, it does not go well. It affects everything that has to do with that marriage. It affects everything that has to do with that relationship, because you must talk. If you don't talk, there is no relationship. Yes, now, relationship or marriage is made of two people. When you are on your own, she is on his own, he is on his own. No one talks to each other. There is no relationship. Even though you live together, there is no marriage. Even though you live together, you don't talk. If you have kids already, they will begin to wonder that what is going on, what is going on. And they can't ask, if they are scared because you punish them, or the kind of countenance you show them whenever they want to mingle on things like this, they want to withdraw. They will not ask. They won't talk. But they are learning from you. So when they are small, they are learning because they will begin to practice it when they grow and get into a relationship. So it does not go when it breaks down. That means the two people aren't together again. You aren't partners again. You aren't partners again. So that is why when it starts breaking down, when you notice this person is going cold, this isn't the husband I got married to, this isn't the wife, this person has changed. He used to talk, she used to talk, we used to discuss together. No one is talking, it's breaking down. Immediately you start noticing it, address it immediately. Address it immediately. When your communication breaks down, address it immediately. Don't allow it to go worried, because if it does, that relationship would break. Yes, when your communication breaks, the relationship will definitely break, or that marriage would definitely break. And when it breaks, you know what happens. It doesn't lead to divorce, it leads to violence, fight, and battle every time. So when you start noticing it, that they have started breaking, address it immediately. Alright? Then the second one is financial disagreement. This particular point, remember we are treating common issues on relationship and marriage. Financial disagreement. Have you heard of couples trying to have a joint account? Have you heard of couple when a woman is getting married and the husband has noticed that she is more financially balanced than him? The best option he thinks he could adopt or to bring in is, let us join account immediately. Let us join account. You aren't joining account because you want to start a joint business and you create a joint account for that business. This is the joint account she was running before she got married to you, or the one you were running before you got married to her. Now you want to forcefully make her join account, or the lady wants to forcefully or make it a war, by forcing the husband to join account with her. Have you heard of such? Have you heard of the issue of when people are married? Before you send money to your family or your parents or your relatives or anywhere, the partner must know. That one is great. Honestly speaking, before you send out money to anybody, your partner should know. Your partner should know. There are things that help the marriage to flourish very well, to be healthy and strong and happy and joyful and peaceful. People want to ask, how are you doing it? There are the things you agree together. But what I'm saying here, when you start having this disagreement, financial disagreement, it brings issue in marriage. In fact, it's a great issue of concerns, something of concern in marriage, right? So financial disagreement, it brings issue in marriage. There are some things you have to agree on. If you aren't married yet, you are in a relationship and this guy has proposed, now any agreement to join account must be reached before you delve into that marriage. And you guy, if you want you want to get married to join account with you, please discuss this with her while you are still dating. Well, before you propose, don't propose, get her married and think you can force her into it. You can't, because everybody knows what he or she wants. No matter how happy, how tight the love between two of you is, finance can or may bring disagreement. So you have to agree on some things before you delve into marriage. Even you are in marriage already, there are things you don't force. Don't force anyone to join account with you, right? Agree on how you are going to do it. If you think you want this account to be joined together, you two must know how money goes out and comes in. Then start a joint business or start a different account. Start a different account where two of you is a different joint account where two of you can jointly be putting money every month end on agreement, and not the one someone has built before coming into marriage or for bringing you into marriage. You want to forcefully join it. It is not right. It brings disagreement in that marriage, and whenever this disagreement comes in, marriage will start to disagree, relationship will start to disagree in every aspect, because someone wants to forcefully agree on his or her own opinion or decision, right? So agree on certain things before you carry it out. Don't force some things. Allow your partner send out money to his or her family members, but it is a good thing you let your partner know. You don't send out money without letting them know, unless when you have that one that doesn't agree. You see, if he or she doesn't agree, you sending out money to your family members. What is the reason? What could have prompted that? Right? So two of you must agree on how you do it. If every month you must send out money to your parents, siblings, It is fine, but agree with your partner. When you hide to do it, when your partner notices, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. So agree on this before you do it, right? So the third one is intimacy and sex. Some people don't talk about this, but it is a great issue in relationship and marriage. In as much as we want women to always give in to the husband, in as much as we want them to advise they do that because you owe them that, right? We also advise that men should understand this woman that always give in whenever you ask for this. Any day she hesitates, she disagrees. Can you please know the reason why without fighting it, right? Or seeing it as a reason to go outside? Because sometimes you see men giving it as excuses. Hey, my wife doesn't give in again, doesn't allow me to touch her again. Can you find out what the reason is? Even when we do talk that's not that no reason should to you, but there are still reasons why a woman will say no, today I can't, right? Can you find reasons? Some of you, even when they are giving reasons, you don't want to adhere. So please control yourself, be disciplined on issues like sex and intimacy. And we're not saying as a man you don't demand that from your wife. Unless she isn't giving you, she is one that denies you of that. Fine, it can be talked about. But see this particular one that she has been allowing you to do that, have access as much as you want, but this particular day or time or period, she is saying no, I can't. Can you please calmly find out what the problem is instead of fighting it, right? So another one is trust and jealousy. Anyways, we know about this one very well. Trust and jealousy is everywhere. It is the right thing to be jealous. It is the right thing to envy it when your partner is going about another your same sex with you, right? But then if you have that trust in your partner, you have to trust your partner. When you have that trust in your partner, when you see this partner walking around with someone of opposite sex, please peacefully find out what the problem is, whom that person is. Do you know, out of envy, you can fight your partner for coming close to his or her relatives? Do you understand? Do you know? You know that? Well, don't you know? You can, out of envy and lack of trust, fight your partner for coming close to his or her relative, for the fact that you didn't come down to ask, for that they don't trust you didn't trust your partner. If there is trust in marriage, if there is trust in relationship, even when your partner is cheating, before you are doing that teaching, you must have scrutinized it very well and say, yes, this is cheating. And for your partner knows that for you to accuse him or her of cheating, you are right, because this partner knows there is trust. So build that trust to avoid issues that would arise from this trust, right? The last one is parenting and family dynamics. Let me cut this one short. In parenting, don't always pretend like you love your children more than your partner does. Allow your partner talk to the children. Allow your partner handle the children the way it should be. I'm not talking about abuse, the way it should be. Don't claim that you are the mother, you are the only person that is supposed to talk to them. Don't talk to them like that. Don't train them only you. When the two parents are still alive, involved in that marriage, allow the both to train the kids the way it is okay, right? The way it is pleased, and not only you. You don't talk to them like that. You don't flog them. You don't do this. Don't do that. You are the only one that have right to do that. No, that's not right. It has to come from the two sides. But then, two of you have to agree on the strategies of which you want to train your kids so that you go by that. That's all for this. If you have any question, ask under the comment section. And if you have any contribution, please make it under the comment section. I hope you've learned something. Please share this video. And I hope to see you again on my next video. Nice watching.